When he was a child, serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer used to like to catch cats and perform live autopsies on them. He later went on to murder and rape 17 men and boys. Taffy Hornet went from strangling kittens to killing 3 people. Ted Bundy and the Boston Strangler Albert DeCevo also tortured animals in their early years and went on to become serial killers. The link between serial killers and animal cruelty has long been proven. However, most state laws classify cruelty to animals as a simple Class A misdemeanor, with a fee, small amount of jail time, and/or community service. According to the Humane Society, Illinois has the model law for Animal Cruelty Act, so I'd like to share some of that with you. Under the Illinois Treatment of Animals Act, it's divided into 5 parts. Owner's duties are defined to provide for each of his animals sufficient quantity and good quality food, water, adequate shelter and protection from weather, veterinary care when needed to prevent suffering, and humane care and treatment. Conviction is a Class B misdemeanor, with a second conviction a Class 4 felony, with each day that the violation continues being a separate offense. In addition, other penalties provided by law, the person must undergo psychological counseling. Under the Illinois statute, cruel treatment is defined as no person or owner may beat, cruelly treat, torment, starve, overwork, or otherwise abuse any animal. No owner may abandon any animal where it may become a public charge or suffer injury. Hunger or exposure. Conviction is a Class A misdemeanor. A subsequent conviction is also a Class 4 felony. The third part is aggravated cruelty, is defined as intentionally commit an act that causes a companion animal to suffer serious injury or death. Euthanasia by a method recognized by the Department of Agriculture is exempt. Conviction is a Class 4 felony. A subsequent conviction is a Class 3. Animal torture is defined as infliction or subjection to extreme physical pain, motivated by intent to increase or prolong the pain, suffering, or agony of the animal. Exceptions are made for hunting, fishing, trapping, any alteration or destruction of any animal done by any person or unit of government pursuant to statute, ordinance, court order, or the direction of a licensed vet. Alteration for legitimate purpose, including but not limited to castration, culling, declawing, defanging, ear cropping, euthanasia, gelding, grooming, neutering, polling, shearing. The penalties are, for the Class A misdemeanor, the time in jail is under a year for up to a $2,500 fine. However, for the most severe, a Class 4, a Class 3, it goes 2 to 3 years, usual prison time, and up to $2,500 fee. Again, that is the model law. Most states, it is a misdemeanor again. And it has been said that a civilization can best be judged by how it treats its weakest and most vulnerable members. Animals are some of our most vulnerable members of society. Domestic animals count on us for everything: shelter, food, health care, everything. And if they are not treated well, who speaks for them? We have to be their voice for them. to live up to being classified as a civilized society. And with the Supreme Court now allowing videos of animal torture has classified as free speech, I think this shows that we don't take animal cruelty very seriously when the commission of a crime is considered free speech. I think it's time we start taking this crime more seriously, because not only are animals very vulnerable and count on us for everything, but it has been shown, like I said in the beginning of my speech, the connection between serial killers and also domestic abuse and animal cruelty has been long established. So I think if we can nip this in the bud, we may be able to take care of a whole lot of other problems in society. I think, in my opinion, more jail time should be given to the perpetrator. I don't think a year for tormenting an animal is enough, regardless of what Michael Vick thinks. 2 years for killing how many dogs and cats and torturing them. I don't think he served enough time. And now he's playing football on the field, making millions of dollars again like nothing ever happened. So more jail time and more of a fee that would really hurt the person. Plus, I also think the person should never, ever be allowed to own so much as a flea, any animal. And because most perpetrators of this crime are young teenage boys and men, I think to also nip it in the bud, some psychological counseling along with the jail term and fines should also be imposed to maybe see if there's anything psychological that's causing these people to torture the animals. Now, not every person or child that goes around pulling wings off butterflies is going to end up a serial killer. That's not the case, or a wife beater, or a rapist, or anything like that. Nobody ever said that. But it is a start of something. It is a start of something, and if you can get a thrill as you get older and teenage years of hurting animals, there's something wrong with you. And there's something wrong with a society that looks the other way or doesn't take this seriously. Because animals are our companions. We brought them into our homes. They didn't, for the most part, choose to be captives, so to speak. We brought them into our homes. We owe them, as Temple Grandin said, we owe them respect and to be treated humanely. Even if they're cows about to be slaughtered for food, there's no reason to torture them in the process. That is my opinion, and I hope it has persuaded you to maybe look into it a little bit more, think about it a little bit more. Thank you.